Good afternoon. My name is Stephen Herwire. I'm the owner of Herwire Financial Plans with Direction. Today is April 28th, 2023. Today, after the market wrap up and the disclosures, we're going to talk about The Road to the Poorhouse, Part 1. It's readings from a book called How I Turned $1 Million in Real Estate into $50 in Cash. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance reference is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested in directly. All data is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no representation is made as to its completeness or accuracy. None of this is to be construed as tax or legal advice. Consult your advisor prior to taking any action. This contains only general descriptions and is not a solicitation to sell any insurance product or security, nor is it intended as any financial or tax advice. For information about specific insurance needs or situations, contact your insurance agent. This is intended to assist in educating you about insurance generally and not to provide personal service. It may not take into account your personal characteristics such as budget, assets, risk tolerance, family situation, or activities which may affect the type of insurance that would be right for you. In addition, state insurance laws and insurance underwriting rules may affect available coverage and its costs. Guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing company. If you need more information or like personal advice, you should consult an insurance professional. You may also visit your state's insurance department for more information. Riders are additional guarantee options that are available to an annuity or life insurance contract holder. While some riders are part of an existing contract, many others carry additional fees, charges, and restrictions, and the policyholder should review their contract carefully before purchasing. As of last night, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at 33,826.16. Year to date, it is up 1.82%. The S&P 500 closed at 4,135.35. Year to date, it is up 7.71%. The NASDAQ 100 closed at 13,160.026. Year to date is up 21.64%. Gold closed at $2,001.50 per ounce. Year to date, it is up 9.78%. The Bitcoin index closed at 29,683.47. Year to date, it is up 79.24%. The US dollar index closed at 101.5. Year to date, it is down 1.92%. Excuse me. The 10-year Treasury closed at 3.52%. Year to date, it is down 0.36% from its year start at 3.88%. The S&P Aggregate Bond Index closed at 201.11. Year to date is up 3.06%. Insuring your most valuable asset. Now, most people think their house is their most valuable asset. Usually, it is not. Let's assume your average, not starting salary, is $50,000 per year. If you work for 40 years and average that's a $2 million asset. And unlike a house where the odds of losing it are about 1 in 400, the odds that you will be sick or hurt and can't work for 90 days or more during that 40 years is about 25%. How will your bills get paid in this situation? One way to make your way to the poorhouse is to not have any protection for it. So your ability to go to work is frequently your most valuable asset. And it can be insured with a disability insurance policy. Frequently, if you work, especially if you work for a large corporation, you can get it at work. And it is usually ridiculously cheap. But you may need to purchase a separate policy because generally speaking, once you leave that job, the disability coverage goes away. Second mistake people made that helps them down the road to the poorhouse is improper allocation of investments. It's a fancy phrase for picking what investments to put your money into for your various goals, especially for retirement. Whenever there are market downturns, the natural instinct is to flee into very conservative investments. It may or may not be the right decision. Making investments without clear goals and a plan is, in the opinion of many, gambling. Always consult your planner before making a decision, because if you do your investments in absence of planning, it may cost you dearly, especially for new money that's going in. Social Security claiming decision. Now, many folks, when they reach age 62, want to claim right away because they've waited long enough for it. They've been paying into it for decades. But before you go and claim, especially if you're married, there's a couple of questions you should ask. You should also try and get the answer to. What's longevity like in my family? And do I need the money right now? Now, if somebody comes to me and they want to consult on this, and they say, yeah, I'm the first person to make it to Social Security age in my family, I lean a little bit towards claiming it earlier rather than later. But then I ask, do you need the money right now? People that need the money right now, I lean a little more towards claiming it sooner. But otherwise, I tend to favor claiming it as late as possible up until age 70, generally speaking. Every situation is different, but that's my general tendency, because all things being equal, the difference between a good claiming decision and a bad claiming decision can mean the difference of tens of thousands or even over $100,000 in some cases. Now, if you're married, when you go to claim, you have to consider how the claiming decision will affect your spouse. Because when husband and wife are both getting a Social Security check, when one of them dies, the smaller check goes with them, and there's a host of other implications that you need to know. So it's very important when you're making that decision to start collecting Social Security to take these into consideration, and preferably work with somebody like me who for a small fee can help you be aware of all the different options and the implications of them. How I can help you avoid the path to the poorhouse. As quickly as the market falling can harm your financial future, last year we were down about 20%, things that can cause greater harm can sometimes happen more quickly, like for instance, a sudden disability. In other cases, they might be more subtle, a bad allocation of interest, investments, or bad Social Security claim. Many of these things can be avoided with the right plan. The biggest value I bring to the table is helping you avoid expensive mistakes. It's not beating the market on a regular basis. I won't be doing that. Nobody does. I will simply make you aware of potential train wrecks along the path of your financial life. You'll go through 3 phases after you graduate, whether it's from welding school or engineering school or law school. Your working years. The question you need to ask, and can be answered with a financial plan: am I saving enough, and is it in the right place? Once you get in the glide path towards retirement, which is the last 5 to 10 years before you retire, is my ship, the USS Retirement, ready to go to sea? Is it ship shape? Does it have everything on board that it needs? This is also the time where we narrow down what day you get to set sail into retirement. And legacy. After you're done retiring, you ask, does what I worked hard for get to where I wanted it to after I'm done with retirement? How to reach me? Go to herwirefinancial.com. There's a schedule an appointment button in the upper right hand corner. I do in-person, I do Zoom, and I do phone appointments. And I am licensed and registered across several states and can easily add states if there's a need. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, by all means. And if you want to see more videos like this, go to my website and click on the YouTube channel button. That's the red button there in the top. Please like and subscribe. And if your friends want more information, they can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. And for the folks that just prefer the good old-fashioned telephone, my number is 518-631-2569, 631-2569, and I have a different number for texting. Have a great weekend.